Hey everybody, welcome. Here we are with more Final Fantasy XIV, and my god, that music is low. Hang on, I thought I fixed this. There we go. But yes, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, our little retrospective, going from our Realm Reborn all the way up to Dawn Trail. As you can see, I'm joined by Navi, although he's off to go get a drink of some kind, so, let's do this, yeah? So last we left off, I was looking back at the VOD. We really didn't get much done other than save the Sylph leader and got our Thunder Gem or Thunder Crystal. So yeah, I guess now we need to go see what's up, because apparently the Sylphs found a hint of La Habrea in the area. So yeah. Alright. I'm genuinely surprised everyone's okay with the Sylph just being here. But, if they're okay with it, they're okay with it. As long as they don't, start anything. Okay, walking in the Ashcrown Consortium? What is that? Alright, off to Fulgord Float we go. And yes, I know you see all these little side quests here. I will clear them up when I start leveling up with DPS, because queue times for DPS are absolute hell. So I plan on subverting that by at least handling some side quests on the side, At least it's something to do while I'm waiting for queue times, because I'm gonna need something to do. Also, why is someone messaging me? I'm streaming right now. Go away. Oh, for God's sake. One second, folks. Ay. Alright, now that matter's settled, let's continue, yeah? Anyway. What? Okay. Alright, these are some of the few quests where we have to do an emotes. Oh boy. I'm not quite sure how that counts as soothing, but sure. Hi, Fuddy. Navi's apparently joining me for 14, but he went to go get a drink, so I just got started without him. Anyways, cutscene. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible. That's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance, a masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instance, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. You want to clarify that? Wait, what? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure we won't have to suffer Medrot's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork! That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. I mean... Alright. So you're just a tad bit spooked. What happened? Oh god! Victims found their faces torn to shreds. Only the Ziz can do that. Okay. A bit weird that now you're putting me on a kill quest for them, even though you just said it couldn't... You'd be hard-pressed to believe that it's them. Make up your mind. Also, Navi, if you're here, you can come on back at any time.
Sorry, it sounded like you were in the middle of a cutscene.
Nope, I wasn't.
Okay. I went ahead and got a slice of pizza while I was at it.
I see.
I forgot how slow Endwalker's start is.
Forgot that what?
I forgot how slow the first act of Endwalker is.
I mean, it's less that it's slow and more that its build-up is a bit, you know... Like, it
Much?
builds up and then, you know, you have a very bad day. To those of you who played Endwalker, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Navi, for some reason you're really quiet, or I'm assuming you're just far away from your mic?
I'm just chewing right now, but yeah, my mic was a little bit far away.
Ah, alright. So I just realized I made my guy sound very angry. Like, with his voice, with his, like, swinging and all that.
I thought you knew.
I knew he was angry. I didn't think he'd be this angry.
You think that's angry? You should hear one of the male Hrothgar voices.
Well, aren't they, like, damn near roaring at that rate?
Yes.
I don't know why, but that's funny to me. Oh, hello, little Viper. You wish to help with this fate? Fair enough. So, have you tried Viper on your main character?
Yes, I had originally started going through Dawn. I got to the Virgil fight to be vague, and at that point I was like, okay, Viper's not for me.
Really? What turned you off?
Give me a sec. Let me pause cutscene. My biggest gripe is for pretty much the entirety of the time you're going through 14, outside of certain moments, your GCD is around 2 seconds or so, right?
Yeah.
You're basically going from, like, assuming you've played since, like, on and off since 2.0 at least. Hold on, let me actually look. Yeah, you're going off damn near like 11 years of muscle memory of being on a 2-second GCD to suddenly, like, every so often being around, like, I want to say almost 1 second, half a second if you include the part that you, like, the legacy hits during Ouroboros.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, how do I put it? It's I'm trying to think of a. This is gonna sound jank no matter how I word it, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. It feels like you're just driving on a school road, and then suddenly you're on the highway every 30 seconds or so.
I thank you for not using the overused meme.
You
know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, the one that I
yes,
always. The one that I
need
always.
to. We don't need to continue it. It's
no.
It's overdone for a reason.
I got what you meant.
But for me, Viper just feels like old school Monk in a way, because that's exactly how, like, the ramping GCD. That's just how Greased Lightning worked.
Not only that, like, and I know I'm beating a dead horse. I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but, like, I don't remember when it was they made the changes to Viper, but it just didn't feel the same.
You mean like
it's such a
almost immediately after?
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, and it's like after that, it was just like it felt kind of hollow to me, even though functionally nothing has changed. Like, maybe I'm just being a little bit autistic about it, but it just feels different to me and not in a way I like.
What the hell does being autistic have to do with anything?
No, I mean, like, basically, maybe I'm bitching about something that doesn't really matter, is what I'm getting at. Like, hyper-focusing on the tiny details.
I mean, for me, I miss the fact that it had, like, its own little dot that would apply when you hit it at a specific point. But then they took that away in exchange for, no, we'll just make it hit harder. And I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Oh, okay.
Like, if they got rid of, like, for example, if they got rid of Death's design for Reaper, like, I like having to make sure to hit that one button to make sure I'm doing my job right. It would be like if you got rid of Demolish for Monk.
I think Demolish as it is gone. Like, the dot aspect is gone.
Let me look.
Because then again, I haven't played Monk in a while, so
I'm checking.
Okay.
No, not there. I am, because it's like I can generally just look at the job guide on the 14 site to figure that out. Demolish. No, they got rid of the dot.
Like, why would you do this? Applying the dot wasn't hard. Because, like, I know the whole reason for getting rid of dots was, I think, for engine optimization, or because I don't think it had anything related with, like, player skill. At least I hope it wasn't. Because again,
I don't think that was the case. No,
because I don't think it was hard to apply dots, but it was, like, mostly dealing with, like, server ticks and whatnot.
I know it was either Fuddy or Vi who told me about this, but I think they mentioned that in the next expansion they're planning on giving a lot of the classes their identity back, as opposed to, hey, each one has this button that roughly does the same thing.
Well, I mean, when you say identity, they kind of still have their identity, other than, like, so for example, Warrior's whole thing is they get massive hits, but then they have to go on cooldown for a bit, and then just to get their engine back up again. Paladins will rely on mostly kit to use defenses, protect others, to protect themselves. Dark Knight is trying to be Guts.
Dark Knight's identity is Blackest Night Go Burr.
And Gunbreaker is, I'm actually a DPS, don't mind the blue skin. Or don't mind the blue label.
You were wrong about one thing. Warrior's identity is, I'm not going to go down.
Hmm.
But yes, I do get what you mean. And it's like, despite the fact that Warrior does have those big hits, I believe Gunbreaker still does the most damage out of the group.
I believe so.
But even then, it's like, from what I recall, it's not by much. Like, the classes are relatively close in damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think from what Doc was telling me, like, out of the melee DPS, Reaper does do the least, but even then, it's not by much.
Really?
Like, it's still pretty damn close. Like, I think Doc said something like, it's maybe, like, 5k DPS less or something like that.
Hmm.
So it's like, as long as you can still play your class well, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
It's not like WoW where like there's such a massive disparity with some classes that they just don't even get to come along to raid.
Really? That's
Unless
a
you're in
thing in WoW?
Okay, let me rephrase. If you're pugging it, that's the case. If you're at a static, they generally don't care as long as you can do your job.
Well, then again, aren't like most raid teams like 20 plus people?
Yes, there's typically there. I don't know if they actually. Let me look. Because I know, like, way back when, you had 10-man and 25-man as different difficulties.
As a raid or as like an alliance?
As a
sort of
raid.
deal? God damn.
As a raid. Yeah, no, it's like I don't believe there's a, like... I think you can go in with as many people as you want, but generally having somewhere in the 10 to 20 range is ideal.
Because I think the one thing that came close to that format is the whole Cloud of Darkness thing. Like the extreme fight of the Cloud of Darkness. I could be wrong. Because I think that one required a whole alliance to take down what is effectively an extreme level threat. But then again, I've never done it. Because I think it was during that...
When you say Cloud of Darkness, are you talking about the ones from the Omega raids, or are you talking about the one in World of Darkness?
I'm talking about the new one that they introduced.
Oh, I like, when it comes to Dawn Trial, I haven't tackled any of the raids, any of the Alliance raids yet.
Really?
Yeah, no, because even on Shen, I think I'm at the last area in the MSQ.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I'm on the level 90, it's either 98 or 99 quest. I'm not on the 100 quest, I can tell you that.
Hmm.
And it's like, I kind of wanted a break, so it's like, and at the time I was still hanging with her, you know who.
Yeah.
And that was when I made Lephis, and I sort of used it as I used it as a way to just kind of, because I had been wanting to see how ARR got changed for a while, and this was just the perfect excuse to level with someone who I used to associate with.
Hmm.
And I figure, I've already made the character. I've already, gotten to Heavensward with them. I might as well just go all the way at this point.
So, one question that I've never quite understood. Why is it that when we pick up a body, it turns into a flower in our bag?
Probably don't have the animation to carry the body in your hands.
So what, we just, take the body and stuff it into our bag?
Yeah, bag of holding. Either that or they can't, they probably can't, show an actual body, maybe at the time, to, maintain certain ESRB ratings. That's the only thing I can think of.
Hmm.
Because if you need a reminder, the censorship that we have in America is not the norm. You want a perfect example. Left 4 Dead 2 in Germany got censored super heavy to the point that, to make up for it, they got a bunch of guns from Counter-Strike.
Hmm. How bad was the censorship? Because,
there was no gore at all.
Wait, what?
Let me look this up so I'm not spreading misinformation.
Because that seems a bit ridiculous. It is a zombie shooter game, so what? Do they just explode with confetti or nothing at all?
Let me check. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm looking at the wiki page now. So I'm gonna go down the list. There's the Australian game. The game was outright banned in Australia due to high impact violence, and the game officially released in said country in 2009. A
That
censored
doesn't
version would
surprise me
relate.
that Australia would ban that.
A censored version would later be released sometime around 2009 in Australia that obtained the mature audience's 15 plus rating. Intro was made less violent with blood being removed, some zombies being removed, and gore being removed. Bodies disappear after they die. As a result, there's no corpses on the floor after a person dies. The riot cop zombie was removed. The bulletproof zombie was removed. Enemies no longer are set on fire, and instead, when a fire attack is used, they just die. In the German version, again, same thing with the intro. Dismemberment is no longer possible at all. There's no blood textures on dead enemies. No ragdoll effects. Intestines no longer fall out of zombies. Enemies no longer are set on fire, blah blah blah. We already read that one. Wounds on your character and allies were removed, and when you got injured, the screen no longer had any blood on it.
So...
And if you want an idea of how long it took for them to get uncensored, for Australia it took until August 29th, 2014, and Germany, it took them until January 29th of 2021 to get uncensored.
Really? God damn.
And, if you for some reason wanted to play the censored version, you could add -LV or low violence to the launch options. Which, it's kind of fascinating. And before the German version got uncensored, if you wanted to play with the Counter-Strike weapons, you either A, had to cheat them in, or B, end up playing on a community server. but now that they just show up in official servers now. Which it's a really interesting topic, because it's always so jarring to me. Maybe I'm just, I guess the word would be ignorant of how things are outside of the US. But it's because I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, the gore I can see why that got censored, because the gore in Left 4 Dead 2 is crunchy.
I mean, it's a little beyond crunchy, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but when I say crunchy, I mean it's pretty extensive. It's not Dying Light extensive, but it's still pretty extensive for a game of its time.
True.
Which I actually have been playing the new Dying Light game. It's actually,
how is it?
I'm enjoying my time, actually.
Also, when did glasses become their own individual thing?
Faceware? I think that was Dawntrail. Let me look. When was Faceware implemented? Faceware was implemented on Dawntrail launch.
Well, these aren't exactly the glasses I wanted, but hopefully I'll find another pair sooner or later.
I believe you can buy. Actually, hold on, let me look.
I'm pretty sure you can buy them on the market board. The problem is that I don't have that much money. I only have 140K.
Okay, yeah. So you can either you can obtain your first piece by purchasing it from the racial vendors in the starting cities or the Gold Saucer, or if you had the old-fashioned accessory glasses, you could exchange them for the equivalent at the Calamity Salvager.
Which I do not have.
Yeah, but it's I believe you can. The other ones you can buy. Let me look. Oh, here we go. So the racial vendors sell the monocle and simple spectacles, and then you have the And then the gold saucer, in addition to the oval spectacles they sold pre-Dawn Trail, also have the pince-nez, the rimless glasses, not the elegant rimless model, the normal ones, the thick-rimmed glasses, and the minstrel spectacles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 99% sure you can get the other ones off the market board. They shouldn't be too expensive.
Alrighty.
If you want, once I get out of cutscene, I get to my next day thread, I'll check the market board for you.
Well, I'm just about to start a dungeon. So,
okay. Did you ever unlock your glamour plates?
My what now?
Your glamour plates.
No, I haven't even rested at an inn yet.
Well, no. You unlock the ability to do. There's actually an NPC. You know the NPC that unlocks dying gear for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're either right next to them or it's the same person. The one in Vesper Bay.
I thought you need I think you need to have you need to have your crafters at a certain point, which I do not.
No, you don't. You do not.
Okay.
No, you don't. Because I have that unlocked on Lefts, and she doesn't have any gatherers or crafters.
Okay. Well, to answer your question, I do not have that unlocked. And by the way, it's Hawk Manor. So, do you want me to wait for you, or?
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm to keep it vague. I'm listening to a family dispute.
Okay. The moment I find better glasses, I'm swapping these out because these just make me look like an asshole.
The elegant rimless glasses are like one of my go-tos.
Yeah.
The oval glasses or the oval reading glasses are also another personal favorite.
Yeah, but wait till you actually see what glasses I'm wearing, and then you'll see why I think I look like an asshole.
Oh no.
Then again, this was probably a mistake, but it is what it is. It was the only ones I could get for free. It was either this or goggles. But yeah, whenever you show up, let me know. I'll just be bashing floating eyes.
I actually do like it was the hairstyle that we got in Stormblood. I'm probably using this term wrong, but it's like, I think it's a French braid. It's the one that has like the red band at the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's still like one of my favorite early hairstyles.
Okay.
That being said, like my personal favorite is still Styled for Hire, one of the PvP hairs.
Hmm. So have you seen like the new stuff they added to for the glamour plates? It's a lot of Final Fantasy. I think it's either 6 or 8 references. So I'm thinking it's more 6.
What are they called?
That's the thing. I'm not out in front of a market board, but it looks like Terra's dress. And ooh. I know, but that was the whole thing back in Endwalker. That was like the first tier of the caster set.
No, you're thinking of Rydia. Rydia was the green one. She's the summoner. The one who was a child until she got swallowed by Leviathan and then came out grown up.
To give you an idea, it looks more like... Crap, why can't I remember that guy's name? Because in Dissidia, he's depicted as, like, very thin. Very small. He has, like, a light blue, almost sheer cape. It kind of looks like a toga, in a way.
Hold on. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name, but I can literally look up the characters list for Dissidia. Oh, are you talking about Furion?
I think that's him.
Does he have like an orange bandana or do-rag?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Furion.
Okay.
Yeah, no, no, those are veteran rewards.
Well, no, I'm saying there's one like it on the market board shop. I think you get those like out of treasure chests.
Or
treasure maps,
out of maps.
I should say. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, how long is the family disputing?
This cutscene might go on for a while. Queue up if I'm out of it before then you can drag me in.
Alright, I'll give you till I've knocked out, like, 3 floating eyes.
It's gonna be longer than that, probably.
So should I just queue now?
Yeah, just queue now.
Okay.
You're going into Hawk Manor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, I do have Sunken Temple of Karn and Carter's Cry unlocked. No, I will not elaborate how I did that. But you should... I haven't done them, so, you know. Okay, queue time says less than 5... Oh, wow. I was just about to bitch saying less than 5 minutes. We'll see. 2 seconds later, it pops.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So if I was a DPS, though, I'd be saying something else entirely. Actually, you know what I could have done in the meantime? I could have done my level 35 warrior quest.
Yeah, probably would have been a good idea.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Crap. You know, it's fitting that I hit this dungeon now, considering that's close to October. You know, Halloween, not Christmas. And yes, I've already seen Christmas decorations being put up. It's like, guys, can you at least wait for false Christmas before putting up Christmas designs or, you know, Christmas decorations? Like, I get it. You want the season to be merry, but it's spooky season. And yes, it's spooky season for a lot of kids because they have to go back to school.
School's so spooky.
I mean, if you have, like, you know, anxiety, it can be.
Okay, you know what, fine, I'll give you that.
Well, it's nice to see that they haven't changed Hawk Manor that much, at least compared to the other dungeons I've done so far. This one isn't a long hallway.
Yeah, Hawk Manor is pretty much entirely unchanged. Actually, no, there is one change to Hawk Manor, and it's just a quality of life change.
Okay.
You know the mid-boss, right? The imp and the skeleton, right?
Yeah?
You're given a teleporter back to the entrance as opposed to having to pop return to get back quickly.
But,
that is the only change that is made.
Wait, you're given a teleporter?
Yeah, like they give you a teleporter to send you back to the entrance. Because, like, a lot of people would assume, okay, surely I just have to, where the hell's the way back? And then, you know, like, most people, after doing it enough times, they just learn, okay, I'll just pop return. Because you're supposed to go back to the entrance anyways, so...
Yeah.
Like, as far as I... Oh, there is one other change, I believe. Actually, wait, yeah, it's like the final boss's mechanics are a smidge different, but it's like... I think it's like, the first time is, I'm gonna summon a thing, and then it's gonna do a thing and go away, and then the second time is, I'm gonna summon an actual ad, deal with it. And then I think the third time, assuming it lives that long, is, I'm gonna summon a thing, it's gonna do a thing, and then I'm gonna try and do an attack right after. But you have just enough time to reposition yourself. It's like, it's still a pretty easy dungeon.
So wait, is the whole thing of if you let her eat too many ads, is that only in the hard mode?
Yeah, that's Hawk Manor hard mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like Hawk Manor hard mode is notoriously difficult because the timing for that is incredibly strict.
I wouldn't call it notoriously difficult. It's called measuring your DPS.
It's like it can still be really rough if your DPS is enough to snuff.
I mean, fair, but isn't that also like a point of that the game teaches you, hey, this is where you need to learn your burst timings and all that stuff?
You really think a level 50 character is gonna know their burst stuff correctly unless they're like an end game raider at the time?
I mean, fair. But I would think that like their cooldowns would be back in time for that last ad.
It's either that or
am I like thinking too much?
You might be thinking too much, but it's like
or am I giving them too much credit?
You're giving the boss too much credit. Like, assuming like if you're just in a group of randoms, you're either going to wipe a couple times because the mechanics of that fight are not very well conveyed, or B, you're gonna get a group who actually knows how the mechanics work and you're gonna one-shot it.
And here I thought I was giving the player base too much credit.
Yes, and like it's like I don't like that fight.
It's not that bad though. Then again, I just
don't like it because
old head ass just saying I've done that fight so many times that I pretty much know what to expect. Like
I've done Hawk Manor like less times than I can count on.
Oh, I've done that a lot. Again, I've been a player since like 1.0, so like I kind of know what to expect in that BS.
Ah, God, what was that name of that one dungeon? Give me a minute. I'm trying to remember the name.
Say again?
There's a specific dungeon in ARR that I remember like being an absolute nightmare.
Which one?
It's the Pharaoh Sirius. That's it. Fuck that dungeon.
What was so hard about it?
The zoo fight.
The what?
So in Pharaoh Sirius, there's a zoo, like the really big bird.
Are you talking about the one with eggs?
Yes, the egg boss.
What's so hard about it?
So if I recall correctly, now disclaimer: I haven't done this fight since pre-Heavensward, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Actually, wait. I might have done it one time on like shit during Shadowbringers, but like that fight, I believe the mechanic is you need to balance how many eggs you deal with, because each egg that you destroy gives the zoo a damage buff.
Right, because you're killing its children.
Yeah, but at the same time, like there are also ones that are hatching, so it's adding more stress on the tank. So you have to balance it out, I believe.
Well, I think one of the major sticking points that I'm remembering about that fight is one of the hatchlings can actually silence the healer for a significantly long time.
Yeah, I believe so.
You see how that becomes a problem. But even then...
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay, so it's only if the egg is destroyed, I believe.
I mean, yes.
Well, no, it's like, from like my understanding at the time was if you kill any of the ads, it gives the stack buff.
Oh no, it's like, it's only if you go after the eggs that aren't glowing.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I assumed that the glow just meant, hey, dipshit, that's gonna show up here soon. Be ready to handle it.
I mean, that is what a glowing egg means. It means that one's going to hatch. You either deal with it now, or you deal with a chick that could potentially silence your healer.
That's right. Okay.
So, like, am I like being an old man and just saying that fight wasn't really a problem? Like,
I'm probably just having a skill issue. Like, I'm probably just having a skill issue because, again, it's like I was a much dumber person when I did that fight. Like, I'm sure if I did it now, I'd probably one-shot it.
And, like, if anything, the fight with Siren is probably a little annoying for first-timers.
Oh, God, don't fucking remind me of Siren. Oh, my God.
And, like, again, I say this as someone who's done that a lot of times, whether it be for, like, Blue Mage spell farming or just general roulette. It's
like,
not
that whole
bad.
That dungeon as a whole can suck my left nut. I hate it so much.
So how did you deal with the hard mode version?
There's a hard mode version?
Yes! The hard mode version is plot relevant.
Not anymore.
Really?
I'll check the quest list once I get out of this cutscene.
That's so weird. Because like it is kind of important that. Well, actually, hang on. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of something else. No. It probably wasn't plot relevant, but it was an important like side mission that you did.
You might be thinking of Hullbreaker Isle, because I remember back before the revamp. I know Hullbreaker Isle was absolutely a mandatory dungeon.
I'm probably thinking, Hullbreaker was the story relevant one.
I don't remember what
Pharaoh
the
Sirius
plot
hard mode
was
not.
Pharaoh Sirius was the one that took place in the lighthouse, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure I get the right one.
And I'm being genuine when I don't understand your trauma with that place.
For all I know, I could have just been consistently getting bad players, but again, it's so long ago that I can't remember.
Hello, Game Over Hell. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to some Final Fantasy XIV. How are you doing tonight?
Hello.
Oh, this ether flow? I mean, this wasn't that bad. All you had to do was just use return, and it'll take you to the beginning of the dungeon.
Yeah, but it's like to someone who's doing it for the first time, they're not going to know that. Because more often than not, in pretty much every single dungeon before this point, and I think this is actually the only dungeon that really requires it, actually, you typically just have a route that goes through the boss room to the next area.
Are you forgetting 1,000 Miles of Totrak, which was a maze that you had to figure out on your own? Which, again, was not that hard.
You know what? Fair enough. No, I actually did forget about 1,000 Maws. I did forget about old 1,000 Maws, actually.
Yeah, it's like, doing it now is just depressing, because it's just a straight line. Well, a curvy line, but it's literally 1 point from beginning to end. And I genuinely miss the original A Realm Reborn dungeon design, where you'd have to do, like, a minor puzzle to solve the way forward, or, suss out the main path. Go ahead.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. Game Over. Like Pharaoh Sirius is still a really cool dungeon. It's just past Navi was an absolute buffoon.
Although the boss against Pharaoh Sirius hard mode, I think the second one, it took my first time at least 20 minutes trying to figure out what the hell we were supposed to do. Like, it took us an embarrassingly long time to figure out that, oh hey, that gas that's coming out? You can seal that with goo dripping from the ceiling.
But yeah, in case, as Rowan mentioned before, actually, did you mention that you were going through ARR?
Yes, well, I haven't mentioned all of it, but it's pretty evident. But I am going through all of Dawntra, all of Final Fantasy XIV, beginning from A Realm Reborn to Dawn Trail. Like, I'm doing a little retrospective of mine.
I still remember,
crap.
Back when Heavensward had come out, my brother actually he literally bribed me with money to do all the PatchCon and ARR for him, and I knocked it out in like a day because I was just skipping the cutscenes because they were still fresh in my mind. Because he really wanted to play Dark Knight.
And with that, Hawkman are done. God, having a Pictomancer at this level is broken.
Yeah, it's like all the post-error classes are absolutely busted before they get to the level where they would normally be.
And with that, Hawk Manor's done. Although, when I played on my main character, someone joked about calling it the Tua dungeon. I wanted
Wait,
to
what
kick
are we
them
talking
out.
about?
The name of Hawk Manor.
Oh, for
You know the joke.
I feel like that's I feel like that's your inner toxic gamer talking.
Also, hi, Lahabre. I see you brought a +1, and here I went stag. This isn't particularly fair.
I've never understood the concept of a stag party.
Stag is you're not bringing a guest. You're going by yourself.
See, I wouldn't know that because I've never been to any parties.
Oh god, game over. Don't remind me of having to do, like, Zeta Relic dungeon runs. Dude, Navi, you're heaving now. You do not know the pain of having to go Atma farming. You don't know the pain.
I got to the point where I did the fake grinding. I'm like, okay, I'm burning myself out. I'm not fucking doing this. I'll just deal with the Ironworks weapons. I don't care. The only relic grind I've actually done from start to finish was for the auto weapon for the warrior weapon, and even then, I did that in like
in bursts.
It was either Shadowbringers or Endwalker. I did that all in one shot.
Why would you do that in one shot? What is wrong with you?
Now, I should also mention that at the time, the anima grind had been severely watered down. It was a lot quicker to do.
Are you talking about the light grinding aspect, or just in general?
Oh no, in general. The light grinding aspect, the part where you have to, I think it's where you're building up the points for your weapon.
Yeah.
At that point, you can just, all you have to do is just run, you can solo Brayflox hard at that point, and you can go through that.
Yeah.
And you just have to do it 32 times, and at that point, you're done. After that, the animal weapon's complete, and the Lux is just a victory lap.
Yeah. The thing is, how have you done the recent relic weapons?
No.
And other patches?
Are you talking about the Phantom ones?
The Phantom, the Manderville, all that stuff.
I was originally working on the Manderville ones, but I was originally doing it, and then I forgot about it. And it was because you have to keep in mind, I hadn't even started the ARR Hildebrand quests on Shanna at the time.
Oh, so in other words, you had no context.
Yes, it's I understood that I had to have done the entire Hildebrand quest line up to that point. And I get what they were trying to go for, but it kind of just felt like a gut punch. It's oh, you haven't done the comic relief storyline? Okay, get fucked. I hope you feel like going through probably a day's worth of questing on a side quest just to get your relic weapon.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't like the Manderville weapons. Story-wise, they make absolute sense why they look as ridiculous as they do. I will give them that.
The Majestic Manderville weapons, I will allow. I'm not a fan of the Mandervillous weapons, though. That's different.
Yeah. And then my biggest issue with them is, as Game Over mentioned, the whole Zeta Relic grind made you, engage with every part of 14 that it asked you to. Regarding the Manderville stuff, which I think is the most recent, although I think that's wrong. The most recent
Manderville
one is
Manderville was Endwalker. The Phantom weapons are Dawntrail.
Well, with the Manderville weapons, what I'm getting at is, it didn't really ask much other than, hey, have you been doing your weekly grinds? Have you been capping out on stones? Cool, pay up.
Yeah, it's I believe it was just Poetics.
Yeah, actually. And Poetics were, dirt cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the like when I saw the Manderville's weapons, I'm just sitting here like, well, someone really likes Silver Wolf and Star Rail. Like that was just the vibe I got from it. And it's like, as much as I love the majestic Manderville scythe, my brother basically said this just looks like a scythe out of World of Warcraft, and I'm like, you know what? I can see it.
Yeah. Well, I've never played World of Warcraft, so I can't really,
It's
confirm or
like
deny.
if you've seen the majestic Manderville scythe before.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, yeah, like that is very much World of Warcraft design. Like it's very over the top. It's got like skulls and spikes on it and shit.
But the Manderville scythe doesn't have that.
No, the majestic Manderville scythe does. Like,
Okay.
let me make let me make
Also,
sure
cutscene
I'm
time.
okay.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since.
Also, game over. I think that value is correct. And when you say 29k poetics per tier, do you mean for every weapon?
Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded
that's
5
rough.
years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
I mean, still, I've already come this far, so, you've already kicked one down, you might as well go for the rest.
We can't very well send him to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Eorzea, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
And yes, to answer your earlier game over, I did play until since 1.0, but I had since then lost the account that had access to that, character. And I do know that characters who played since 1.0, or rather accounts that had characters since 1.0, would have like a special tattoo on their back.
Yes. Yeah, then
So,
the legacy
unfortunately
mark.
for me, I lost access to that account, or rather that email that had that account. So, rip that. But, and like, I know it's not much of a flex, but if you were there when the world ended the first time around, it's haunting, you know? Okay, so when people say 1.x bad game rebooted, it's not that... How do I put this? 14 1.0 felt like it was trying to recapture the lightning in the bottle that was 11, if that makes any sense. And like there is a reason why 11 is still played even to this day. Because I think that there are some private servers, or failing that, Square manages some of their own servers, and hell, they have like a half-off campaign going on.
Yeah, no, 11 is still being maintained by Squeenix.
Yeah,
like it's still getting updates.
and
No, but it's like I never played. Well, actually, no. Technically, I sort of played 1.0. Like, I played it back in the beta, back when it had play online, but my computer just could not handle Limsa.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I never got the chance to play it proper. But I did like see one of the cutscenes. I think it was one of the Gridanian ones where it's like, you and whoever are like hauling ass from the. I think it's a Gubu.
Yes, you're running for your life.
Yeah, it's like you could see your character is basically shitting themselves in fear.
Because yeah, Gobus are freaking massive. They can and will eat you whole. In 14, we just like smack them once. We smacked them a few times and they go down. But getting back to Game Over real quick, regarding the combat style, yes, it is a lot slower than 14 as it is currently. It was, I think, on the same level as 11. So, like, it's 11, but faster, if that makes any sense. Like, there wasn't as many...
I think I did play 11.
What?
I think I did play 11. 11 was the one where the Makotes were called Mithra, right? Or something, or like Mithra or something like that?
Mistal,
I might be thinking...
I mean, you have access to Google.
Yeah, I was about to say Google Fu Go Burr.
Oh, hey, boss.
Yeah, they were called Mithra. Yeah, I did play 11.
Okay. And the thing is, in 11, the one thing I also liked about that is it did not hold your hand in the slightest. If you wanted to to get Samurai, for example, you had to read what people were saying because, yeah, they would tell you where it is. It would be up to you to get there. And
yeah,
things with Summoner was considered, I think, one of the more difficult classes to play in 11. Although, again, I haven't played 11 in the longest time. And even then, I highly doubt I can just get back on that bike. Because I'm so used to 14 style. But getting back to 14 1.0, it was clunky. I will admit. The combat was clunkier, but it was more impactful. There wasn't that many combos, because you know how we have a rolling combo system for melee?
Yeah.
There wasn't really that in 1.0. I think that was something that was more introduced in A Realm Reborn. which, to its credit, it is an improvement. And I also believe the story of the White Raven was terrifying.
White Raven was Nail, right?
Nail von
Darnus or something like
Darnus.
that. Okay, yeah, the one that we see in Ruby Weapon, right? Like a clone of him or something.
That is a memory.
Okay, but it is still that one.
Yes.
Okay,
and actually,
okay, just making sure.
The thing is, if you played the Binding Coils of Bahamut and you saw Nail like that, you would shit your pants. Because
it's like,
Nail back in the day did not
moment.
hold your hand. If anything, that Nail fight was the whole start of the whole Mario Kart strat when it came to dropping meteors.
Oh, where you just ran around like a chicken with your head cut off?
Yes. Because like unless you could react appropriately, the easiest thing for pugs to do was just run in a circle. Like bunch up and run. Because the whole meteor thing would target random players. So if you don't know who's being targeted and you're bunched up together, just run. And yes, that is the second Coils of Bahamut, the second tier. And then, assuming you got past phase 1, welcome to phase 2, where you not only have to deal with Nail, you have to deal with Nail dropping the moon on you, as well as dragons trying to kill you.
Sorry, I'm just reminded of a clip. I think it was from the Shadowbringers raids.
Let me just enter a game over real quick. No, I'm referring to Nail von Darnus was like your major antagonizing threat in 1.0. So she's like, if you did the story of the second Coils of Bahamut, you know that she got consumed by Bahamut and was effectively tempered by him.
Wait, Nail was a chick? I always thought Nail was a dude.
No, Nail's a woman.
Oh, okay. Continue.
And yeah. So you actually see her get consumed by Bahamut.
Are we talking like just straight up eaten, or are we talking like the pulled into their body like pseudo vor thing?
You know how slimes eat people?
Okay, so the latter. Got it.
Yeah. I love how I have to reference that and oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you know I've watched Tensura.
Okay, look, Rimuru is at least kind about it, alright?
Oh, well, he still does it that way in episode, at the very beginning. Because, he's a slime, that's what he does.
Yeah. And yes, Nail's fight was absolutely different. Game over.
Yeah, it's I never had the chance to play 1.0. You said was it 1.0 or FF11 that you said was significantly faster than 14?
I did not say any of that. What I said was 14 1.0 felt like 11, but just a little bit faster. But current 14 as it stands is significantly faster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of the things that took me the longest time to get used to was the slower GCD, because I'm used to WoW, where it's the GCD is maybe 1 second.
Mm.
And it was also the same reason why my brother, he could only play Red Mage, because he does not like how slow 14's GCD is. Which I get that.
No,
I absolutely get that.
If you're fast, something that's faster, snappier, I 100% get that. It's why I like Monk and Greased Lightning.
It's why I think he would enjoy Monk and Viper.
Mm.
Hell, Reaper has it to an extent. Well, yes, you... Oh, sorry, continue.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Reaper, you sort of have it within Shroud, but it's hold on. During your soul, during your Bloodstock, blah, 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 during your Gibbet and Gowls, Gallows bits, you still have slightly faster like attacks.
And to answer Game Over, I don't know. I've never heard that they lost the source code. Like, that's news to me.
I remember at one point, I think it was Drac, like Draconus Firestone, like the guy who plays for Nest. I think he's the raid lead. Where there was a bit where he was actually interviewing Yoshi P, and he straight up asked Yoshi P, "Do you think we will ever get a playable 1.0 story?" And all Yoshi P had to say was "Nightmare."
Well,
Like
to be
that-
fair, that it would involve recreating every single event.
Yeah, that's true. I feel
In
like
the
that would
current
be
engine.
a huge. Yeah, I feel like that'd be a huge strain on the engine.
Yeah. Also, I remember this guy, Tractum, who said we had to fight Titus, not Titan.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this is one quest line I could have done with that because he just wastes our fucking time.
Also, why is this guy running around in, like, BDSM gear? Leopard print BDSM gear at that.
Honestly, the thing that makes me not take him seriously is the freaking straw hat.
I mean, he does say he's a miller, so...
Okay, fair
like,
enough.
he's a
fair
botanist
enough.
of some kind. I mean, Game Over. If you can find the source for that, I'd love to read that.
Yeah, it's like from what I remember from I don't remember the name of the video, but it's more or less like a abridged version of how like 1.0 was pretty much running Square Enix into the ground. And then I think I don't remember who the old director was, but then they appointed Yoshi P, and he basically said, "You know what? Fuck it, burn it to the ground. I'll fix it." But it's like I could be missing a detail or three.
But then, like, when he burnt it to the ground, he effectively, like, said the way how the sent off 1.0 was, or 1. That version of 14 was effectively a love story, like a love letter saying thank you for being here, and we will come back. And they
it's
did
like
come
it
back.
was still a really badass way to do it.
Yeah, like, it's one way of just saying, by the way, servers are going, get off. And then it's another thing entirely for one to just put out an entire animated cutscene. You know?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Wait. The same CEO, the CEO of SE was the one who called for them to release 1.0 at the time it came out in the first place, which was also the same CEO that made the entire company move to a different building because of a fortune teller?
I didn't know about that. I need the story on this.
Yeah, like, if you have the source for that, put it in chat, or, hang on. I don't know.
Actually, I could probably let me look here.
Damn it.
Oh, yes. Here it is. So,
Like,
this is from...
yeah. Oh, you found it?
I'm checking. Yeah. So, this was... Okay, so, okay, here we go. This was... the site I'm looking at is called Gaming Bolt. This was posted in January of 2012. Yeah, Square Enix relocated their main office to a building currently under construction in East Side Square of Tokyo's Shinjuku Ward. Blah blah blah. They will be moving. Hold on. Blah. Okay, yeah. Previously based in Tokyo's Meguro Ward, Square moved to Shinjuku in 2004, according to composer and former employee Nobuo Uematsu. They moved their office based on the advice of a fortune teller named Pow's Prediction. Square Enix CEO and President Yoichi Wada took a couple of vacations to a fortune teller named Pao, said Uematsu. Pao said the Meguro space was not going to bring any fortune to the company and pointed to Shinjuku. That's why he decided to move it there. I heard this directly from Wada. Like, I could send you the link if you want to read it.
Okay, if I didn't know better, I'd say that was like an article from The Onion or something.
It's not, though.
I know.
Oh, apparently it's also the same CEO in charge of the company when Crystal Bears went into dev hell.
You know, 13 Verses, isn't that that one game where in Kingdom Hearts 3 where you go into like the Final Fantasy-esque world? Or the game in Toy Story? Do you remember?
Yes.
Wasn't that what that main character was from? The one you fight as at the end, I think his name was Eorzea?
Yeah. If I recall correctly, Versus 13 was what eventually became Final Fantasy 15, although I could be wrong.
Wait, why my fight crash slashing a rock? Oh, for God's sake.
It's just a glorified dick measuring contest.
Oh god. So you're saying that a long time ago, because I did this as a bard, I kicked his ass by shooting bows at a rock.
Yes. Yay! Finally, 82 on Reaper. I can use Soul So.
So this is more thematic since like it's axe against axe. But when I first did this fight, because I went through the main story as a bard the first time around, that means I shot arrows at a rock and I still outdid him. What the hell,
dude? With how busted the Warrior of Light is, I would not be surprised if you were pinning Garlean soldiers to the cast-room walls with your arrows. Like Huntsman style from TF2.
Dark, but okay. Let's see. Game over. I'm just saying there's a pattern under that guy. Not saying he's at fault for 1.0, but between Wada and the guy who helped shape up the Final Fantasy series from its birth, Tanaka, and had a hand on many of Squaresoft's beloved IPs, Mana, I'm assuming Mana, Xenogears, like Tales of Mana, or etc.
I think you might be thinking of Trials of Mana.
Oh, Trials, right. It's total crap that everyone threw shit at Tanaka for 1.0 specifically because he didn't think the game needed a jump button.
Yeah, we're thinking of Trials of Mana. Because
Okay.
I looked, publishers, Square Enix Co., blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the Tales of series is Namco Bandai.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like. The Tales of series is still like the one like JRPG I will wholeheartedly recommend to anyone. Which I think that'd be a really fun game for you, like a series for you to visit.
Yeah, I just don't have them.
Actually, oh god, the only ones in the library are Berseria, Zestiria, and Symphonia, and I can only recommend Symphonia out of the three.
I like Berseria.
I couldn't get into Berseria's combat system.
What, you don't like being restricted by like the crystals? Or the amount of crystals you had?
It felt too weird to me.
Well, if going from Symphonia to Berseria, I mean, yeah, I can understand why it would feel weird because you were feeling restricted.
Well, my Tales of Progression went Symphonia, Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Vesperia, and then I didn't come back to the series, I think, until I tried out Berseria, couldn't get into it, and then I got to Tales of Arise, which is still my favorite of the group. Although Vesperia is still a very close second. Like, don't get me wrong, Symphonia is a really good starting point into the series. But like if you had to, I would be very hard pressed to tell you which I like more between Abyss and Vesperia. Like Abyss's main detractor is that the protagonist is an absolute asshole for the first half of the game. Or for the first major act of the game. But Abyss has so many good things if you actually stick through.
So, Navi, I thought you said that they condensed this bit. Because why am I still doing, like, crap for the guy in Costa del Sol?
I think the Titan arc is mostly unchanged. I could be wrong. Because, like, it's mostly the patch content that gets trimmed down heavily.
So, like, the post 2.0 stuff, as we're going into 2.1 and so on.
Yeah, post-Operation Archon. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so what Game Over said is that it's slightly condensed. Let me look.
Okay.
Let me look at this. Blah, blah, blah. Trying to find it.
And look, because like the main reason why I ask is because, so I'm going to show you guys something real quick. So, when I'm not streaming the game, you know, I'll have it up and I'll just play it on my own time, right?
Yeah.
As you can see, I've leveled up quite a few different classes. Gladiator, because I'm getting it ready for Endwalker. I have Dragoon, all ready to go for Heavensward. Dark Knight I can only unlock in the Heavensward area. Samurai I can get when I have a class at 50. And Viper I think I have to have a class at 80? Or is it 70?
I believe so. No, it's 80. Okay. No, because Endwalker is for the set. Endwalker's requirement is 70. And Viper comes in the next expansion, so it would logically be 80. Okay, here we go. So yeah. So
though if
I'm
we're going by
at,
that
like,
pattern, it's weird that Dark Knight starts at 30.
Yeah, it is yeah, the Heavensward classes are the weird ones in that case, where they start out at 30 for some reason.
Yeah,
as opposed
Dark
to starting
Knight,
at like
Machinist
50 or
and
40.
Astrologian, right?
Yeah, it's Dark Knight, Machinist, Astrologian, yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking now. 2.1 is the one that gets cut down the most. Because it went from 19 quests to just 10, so it damn near got chopped in half. 2.2 and 2.3. Yeah, 2.2 and 2.3 go down from 19 quests to 14 quests each. Dreams of Ice only had one quest removed, which is 2.4, and 2.5 only had 3 quests removed.
Dreams of Ice is the start of the Shiva arc, right?
Yeah, Dreams of Ice is the Shiva arc, yes. Yeah, because Realm Awoken is like the thing that I think it leads, like it's like sets up the stuff, and then it's also when the Bahamut raids unlock, if I recall. Through the Maelstrom is obviously Leviathan. Defenders of Eorzea is the Crystal Braves arc. Dreams of Ice is Shiva, and then Before the Fall is just like, well, you know, when shit goes tits up. Yeah. And then you have to go to Ishgard.
Let's see. Game Over asks, would it be a hot take to say jobs shouldn't have to have their job quest started in one of the initial 3 city-states if their required level is above 60 anyway? I mean, I kind of agree with that take. Because
I agree with that take too. Oh, sorry, you go first.
For me, Heavensward did it right by having the new jobs start at the new expansion area, meaning that you actually had to go into the expansion in order to get it. So they did that part right. But when they started peppering in different classes for other expansions, like for example, Samurai and Red Mage, you find them in Ul'dah. For Stormblood, for Shadowbringers, Gunbreaker you could find in Gridania. Dancer you'll find in Limsa.
Yeah, Dancer was in Limsa. I remember that.
What else was introduced in Shadowbringers? Was it just those two?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, because Sage was an Endwalker.
Yeah, and then after Shadowbringers was Endwalker, right?
Yes.
And Sage was in Limsa. Picto was in Gridania.
Yeah,
and then,
Reaper.
No, I'm sorry.
Reaper is.
Wait,
Reaper
I
starts
misspoke.
in.
Reaper started in Ul'dah. I'm misspeaking. There was only those two, Sage and Reaper for Endwalker.
Yes.
And then finally for Dawntrail, Viper is found in Ul'dah and Picto is found in Gridania.
Yeah.
Which, is a bit weird.
I
But
can
here's the
see
thing.
both sides of the coin.
I can see why Square Enix did it, and it's because they want people who, let's say, people who've never played the game, whatever, but they bought like a skip so they can play with friends. They want to make sure that whenever they log in, they can have access to it right away. Like, from perspective, I get it. But I do think it's a bit off-putting that you don't really have to do much to get the new stuff.
At least my way of looking at it is on one hand, you can handle how they handled it in Heaven's Ward, which it makes the most sense from a story standpoint, but from a gameplay standpoint, if you really don't want to wait until after you're in Ishgard to get it, it can be kind of off-putting. Like I mentioned before, Caleb literally paid me to just go through ARR for him. ARR's patch content, just so he could go unlock Dark Knight once he got to Ishgard.
That's still so weird to me.
But we didn't have story skips at the time.
Though, if you want my honest opinion, and I 100% understand this is a hot take, because I just defended it earlier, story skips were a mistake.
Yeah, it's I don't like the concept of the story skip, but at the same time, it's as long as I'm not having to answer your damn questions, I don't care. It should not be my job to explain the story to you when you skip the story. That is what the book in the inn is for. It is there for a cutscene viewer so you have an idea of what's going on.
And failing that, playing through the story, yes, I 100% understand. It does get tedious after a while. It's why I started this whole thing in the first place, because I wanted to see what was changed. But the thing is, as you play through the story, you're also learning how to play the game.
Yeah, it's it's. I have a much more toxic standpoint when it comes to level skips, because the only time I would ever consider doing a level skip / story skip is if I'm already familiar with the class and I'm leveling and I'm doing it on an alt and I just have money to piss away. If you already understand how the class works, sure, go ahead. But don't start fresh and immediately buy a level 90 skip and then be surprised when you get kicked to the curb like you're playing Silksong, you've never touched a game in your life.
Yeah. And then if I were to let's say I were given the ability to make changes on more jobs and such, first step is get rid of the role quests and actually give us our individual job story quests. Because I understand why they implemented role quests. It's, to condense things and make it less tedious for some. But at the same time, though, doing that, condensing a set of jobs into a role kind of cheapens them and makes them appear less unique in the long run,
Oh, no, I absolutely agree.
And
Like,
that's
I
not to say that the
100%
writing was
agree.
bad. No, I actually like the writing of the role quests for Shadowbringers. And,
Oh yeah, no, the Shadowbringers role quests are great.
And the role quests in Dawn Trail is what I wanted the Dawn Trail expansion to be. Because for me, like, it's just that right amount of silly.
I'll be honest, I don't even remember the role quest in Dawn Trail, but then again, I only did it on Warrior, so that could be why, because it was so long ago.
Like, I genuinely do recommend you do, like, the role quests in Dawn Trail, because...
Oh no, I'm going to do them anyways.
Each of them is just, like, the right amount of silliness for what was supposed to be our summer vacation arc. But instead, we got, not our summer vacation.
I actually had a conversation with Doc about this, where it's like, when he was just playing Dawn Trail without anyone, bitching in his ear about, oh, Dawn Trail bad, he actually enjoyed his time.
And that's the thing. That is 100% I can agree with, because the general negativity of Dawn Trail does bring it down. And
yeah, and it's like...
I'm of the mindset of, if you enjoy it, great. Tell everyone else to piss off and enjoy what you love. Simple as that.
I went into Dawn Trail knowing, okay, yeah, this is going to be a more lighthearted adventure because we're on fucking vacation. Of course, we're not going to be the main character. That makes sense. We're off. We're on our weekend off.
Yeah, no, it's not our weekend off. It's our season off. It's like,
yeah,
look,
you get
we
what I mean,
just
though.
saved the world from, manic depressed Twitter bird. I think we earned it. And yes, when I say manic depressed Twitter bird, I 100% understand I am cutting out a lot of Endwalker's, patch content. But...
I can't stop thinking of that meme. What you've done is ruin a perfectly good bird. Look at it. It's got depression. I can't stop thinking of that fucking meme anytime I hear about manic depressed Twitter.
But look, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Also, yes, game over, I agree. Final Fantasy IX is still my favorite Final Fantasy pre 10 and onward.
Would you say it's
14.
better than 7?
You see, here's the thing. When 7 was current, I was too young to really understand what was going on. All I did was dick around on Caleb's account, on Caleb's file at the Gold Saucer. That's all I did. My first time actually playing 7's story was remake, was FF7 remake. And
for context,
I enjoy remake.
For context, when he mentions Caleb is his brother.
Yeah. Caleb is my brother.
But anyways, continue.
That, and I asked my brother, what's that little red thing in the desert? And he, I don't remember the response he gave me, but anytime I think of it now, I could just see him having, this 1,000-yard dead stare.
Wait, was that Ruby Weapon?
Yes, that's Ruby Weapon. That little red danger noodle sticking out near the Gold Saucer is Ruby Weapon.
That's funny. Oh, God. The Fate Fallen Corpses writhe in style. Nope, I want out.
I actually do remember this one. I was messing around in the submarine. I'm like, hey, what's that? He's like, do not touch that. That was the tone of, you are going to do as I say, you are not going to touch the glowing red or the moving green machine of death. 13 is I'll be honest,
13 is very much a hit or miss game.
Yeah, 13, you're gonna either like 13 or you're gonna hate it.
Does 13 tried to be
I like
7.
the idea. 13-2, I like the idea of it, and I did enjoy what I played of Lightning Returns, but granted, I didn't play much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 15 is a fun game if you're just along for the ride.
Which is funny because
actually
15
is a somewhat enjoyable game.
It's funny you say that when you say along for the ride, because 15 is effectively a bachelor party gone horribly, horribly wrong.
like 15 has some great moments, and 15's music is absolutely phenomenal. Also, I forgot that we were in the middle of an ad, so Game Over's probably not going to hear a lick of what I'm saying.
Well, if you want, you can like hold your thought for like 15 seconds, but
Yeah. I'll hold my thoughts.
oh, he's back. Wait. Oh. Okay. I think he can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, well, they were. I think they might have been AFK because they just said just got back.
Hmm. Oh, so by the way, so fun fact about the whole background of the race of Mikote here. Notice how his last name is Nun, his last name is Tia. So, for those of you who don't know, Mikote society, specifically Sunseekers, are patriarchal in that one man has I think he's effectively the father of the entire tribe, and every woman here is his wife. The
And
male
the way I
the male
I'll let you
Mikote,
finish.
who have the Tia name, they're not allowed to touch the women at all until they kill the man and claim right through combat or some weird
my
crap
understanding
like
of it was always if your surname is Noon, you're a breeder. If your surname is Tia, you're a beta male.
that. So like you either leave the tribe on your own and find your own woman, or you kill the current tribe head and take his place. It's a bit fucked up. And something
Very
that
fucked
most
up.
people don't realize.
But yeah, it's like, so yes, you would not be remiss in referring. One, you would get a lot of angry people on you if you referred to them as this, but you could totally say Grahatia is a beta male.
I mean, you mean he's your biggest simp?
That is what I said. Yes. I'm just kidding. I love our goofy little stalker man.
He does go a little above stalker. Let's be real.
He is the adoring fan if he was actually endearing.
Yeah, actually. Let's see. I did Platinum 16, but it's very easy to Platinum. People kept telling me Final Fantasy mode is challenging, man. Tried, but I found the game overall disappointing.
16 has a Final Fantasy mode?
I think he means like turn-based, because 16 is
Oh.
very action-heavy.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. Like,
But I can't really
enjoyed
comment
16
because I've never done it.
Oh, hard mode. Okay.
Oh, it's the hard mode? Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I will admit, like,
Also,
I don't
Fuddy,
understand
what the
why,
hell does that
but
mean?
he means ride your chocobo.
Oh.
So one little detail I actually do like is that a decent portion of the land mounts, like if you're running on snow or sand, they actually have their own distinct like footprints. And that's been a thing since ARR, if I recall.
I believe so, yes.
Like you could actually like look at the footprint in the mount guide. Hell, even the Magitech armor has it.
Like, Rebirth? Like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth?
Yeah.
Wait, it didn't sell
Wait.
well? Really?
Actually, hold on, let me actually look.
Also, thanks for the bit, Fuddy. Here, I'm writing Crunkaboo. You happy? He gained a
Crunkaboo?
little weight.
When did
but
you get a Bang Boo?
He gained a little weight. Don't mind that.
Oh god, he's thick.
Yes, this is the only way I can get him to exercise. Is it cruel? A bit, but it works.
Okay, so okay, yeah, here we go. Apparently okay. So from what I'm reading here,
Mhm.
Rebirth sold over 2 million copies on PS5 in its initial week, although it didn't meet the internal profit expectations due to higher than anticipated dev costs in the game's PS5 exclusivity. Sales were reportedly far behind the first game in the series, Remake, despite critical acclaim, blah blah blah, suggesting that factors like the PS5 exclusivity, the gaps between the entries in the series, and a potentially more niche direction may have limited the commercial performance.
So exclusivity is what harmed it.
That's one of the things that makes the most sense, yeah. Let's
Well-
see here. I'm checking how well Rebirth, or how well Remake sold.
Like on Steam or just on PS5?
Holy crap!
What?
So, Remake sold over 7 million copies worldwide.
Only?
Hold on. Okay, here's the thing. Remake sold 3.5 million units in the first 3 days.
Okay, but then overall...
Overall, hold on, by September 20... Okay, so let me look. When did Remake come out? Blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. Remake, blah, blah, blah. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. So, Remake came out in 2020. Wait, hold on.
Mhm.
Yeah. Remake came out in 2020. And, where the hell is that when I... that? Oh, here we go. In 3 years, it sold 7 million copies.
Ooh. Hmm. Ow.
And then let me look at Rebirth. Let's see here. Let's see. Not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find like how many copies it sold as of 2025.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: regarding Rebirth and Remake and that whole thing with Final Fantasy VII, I was happy to see it in the state that it's in because it's a new way of experiencing the story. Definitely a hell of a lot more cinematic. I was not a fan of the whole Dementor thing.
If I recall correctly, that's just a direct allegory to the people wanting Remake
It to stay the
/Rebirth to
same?
be exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Like,
'cause,
I
here's the
believe.
thing, I heard the jokes on that, so I'm thinking okay, one, I don't think Square would be that heavy-handed on putting the whining fans as, no, it must be the same, it can't be different, Cloud can't like anyone else outside the main cast. But,
I believe it actually is the case.
Then explain why you're fighting Sephiroth at the end of that game.
Do I look like Nomura to you? I don't fucking know.
Because, at the end, if I'm remembering the finale right, all of, the ghosts come together and just make... Or, all the Dementors come out of nowhere and just make Sephiroth for you to fight then and there. Cloud is confused while you're fighting him. No one else from the main party knows who he is. Right?
The one thing I understand is that the Whisperers, that's what they're called, their sole purpose is to prevent you from changing fate.
Hmm.
To put it in really weird terms, the Time Patrol in Xenoverse?
Yeah?
They're basically that. They're basically there to keep you from trying to change the future.
So if some people try to, save Aerith from her fate, the ghosts are going to say, no, you're supposed to let her die. Don't do that.
They're trying to. Oh, okay. From what Game Over is saying here, Nomura wasn't the one who changed things. Nomura wanted the trilogy to follow the originals more closely. the changes were pushed by Nojima, which
Oh.
I'm going to assume that I'm going to assume that that's like the correct spelling, and I'm not just thinking of Kojima. Again, I'm not very familiar with the dev team. All I know is that Nomura was the director, I believe.
I mean, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Nojima is the scenario writer. Okay.
I mean, funny, if they were supposed to be the guys from Advent Children, I didn't get that. I'm gonna be real.
No, because that wouldn't make sense, because Advent Children takes place after the events of 7. I feel like them looking similar is probably just coincidence. Also, I was supposed to be doing Endwalker story progress. I got completely distracted by the tangent.
I mean, to be fair, it is a pretty wide tangent.
But it's also a fascinating one.
Yeah. And so, you know,
it's like I understand how Rebirth ends, because I watched Doc play it.
Oh.
Doc is a IRL friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just keeping my mouth shut.
Fair enough. What is this?
Yeah, it's like, for what it's worth, I did enjoy Rebirth's deviations. Yeah, I'll agree. Like, remakes deviations very much felt like somehow Palpatine returned. I'm saying they make no sense when you think about them.
Oh. But Remake is the one that Sony introduced with Tifa and Aerith in their swimsuits, right?
No, that's Remake. Or that's Rebirth. That's Rebirth.
Yeah, that's
Rebirth is the one where you actually go to Costa del Sol.
That's what I asked.
Okay, I heard Rebirth. I heard Remake. Look, they both have Re in their name. Okay, I'm very confused. Actually, yeah, they're.
Wait. So the stuff that happens in Rebirth, in 7 Remake, don't get brought up in Rebirth? Isn't that like a plot point? Or like a plot hole, I guess?
Yes, it is. It's a very massive plot hole.
But why? You would think they would have learned from this. Or am I, again, putting too much faith in the writers?
Again, I wouldn't know. I'm not very familiar with their work. It's like most of my Final Fantasy dev knowledge comes from just me playing a lot of 14.
Oh boy, unlocking treasure maps. So this is, wait, you unlock it here? I thought you'd unlock it from as a gatherer doing a quest, not from just hitting a minor level threshold. That's weird.
Wait, you unlock maps naturally? I didn't even notice.
No, unlocking maps is a side quest. I didn't think you'd unlock it, like, in Wineport. I thought you'd unlock it during, like, a side quest or so. During, like, something from a gatherer.
That's right. I remember now, because my first time doing maps was in Shadowbringer. I was like, okay, how do I do... Did you do the quest? I'm like, wait, what quest?
Yeah. You would think that as a gatherer, this would be a quest for a gatherer, since, they're the only ones who can get them.
Moving on to the topic of music, can I just say, Charlene's Day and Night theme is still my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Ratzet Han is great, but oh my god, I never noticed how large that man's ears are. Jesus Christ!
Who are you referring to?
One of the, I'll just send you a picture. It's one of the servants in a place that you meet in the place you visit in Endwalker. Like, I have never seen an Elzen with ears that massive. I thought he was going to lift off with them.
So in regards to... Fuddy just redeemed posture check. Navi, make sure you break your back so you sit up straight.
Nah, screw you. I'm going to turn my back around 180 degrees. You can't stop me.
Okay. Just so you know, I don't have any sponsor money to cover your hospital bills, so you're on your own if you do that.
Ah, shit, you're right. Fine, I'll be healthy.
But, the thing is, I'm probably that one asshole, but I prefer Endwalker's music in general to Dawn Trail. Because Dawn Trail's day theme is just the Nabisco theme. And I can't unhear it anymore.
I'll be honest, like...
It's the Nabisco Chips
honest-
Ahoy theme. And it once like I realized that, I could not unhear it, and it pisses me off. Because it's not relevant anymore.
The only track I really know off the top of my head in Dawn Trail is one, Castle Alexandria, because I'm a Final Fantasy IX nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is the fuck's her name? Thunder Horse Lady's theme. I can't remember her name.
You're talking about the first raid tier boss, right?
Yeah. Like the one whose theme's like
I know who you're talking about. I don't know her name. I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
Raging Thunder, I think that was her name.
The one who had like the Thunder Horse ability, right?
It's something Thunder.
Raging Thunder, I think was the name? No, not Raging.
Look.
I don't know.
No, Wicked Thunder.
Well, we got part of it right.
Yeah, we got half of it right. But yeah, no, it's like I mostly only know of the like raid boss themes in Dawn Trail, but that's also because I'll be honest, I do not remember most of the music at all.
Well, then again, you also don't do many raids, so...
No, I'm more saying the fact that I know I know the raid music, but not the actual area music.
Hmm.
Despite the fact that I have not done the raids at all.
Really? I'm assuming you just look up the theme?
It's less that and more like from, constantly keep poking my head in Chad's streams, and he usually streams when he's raiding, so.
Hmm.
So at this point, Sugar Riot's theme is burned into my mind.
Well, out of all of the boss themes, Sugar Riot stands out the most because I think it's the only kind of music in that genre for a raid specifically.
I know Dancing Green's theme. I know Honeybee Lovely's theme, just because again, the first, literally the lead up
one.
Literally the lead up to the first note, or the first beat of the song is Doc's Discord intro noise. I know that one. I know Wolf Guy's theme. I can't remember his name. The guy who looks like a PSO2 character.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like...
Fun fact about his theme is, it sounds triumphant, but he's incredibly depressed.
I mean, I could have told you that just from looking at him.
Also, very niche joke, but if any of you guys follow the Party Crashers, hey look, it's Sophist. Peek the stream real quick. I forgot the Mamul job. There was one class named Sophist.
Ha! Wait, he doesn't look like a beaver.
I mean, put a purple hat on that guy and maybe.
Fair enough.
But then behind
Silly
him
joke.
is just a breeder and an infiltrator. Like, what the hell are you guys doing here?
POV, you're secretly in Balmung.
Oh god! Get out! Leave! I don't want to see that, thanks.
Hang on a sec.
What's up? Alright, let's just get this Aetheryte and then we'll continue the main story.
Phone, fuck off. I thought I muted you.
What?
My phone. Oh, no, I have my phone on vibrate, not on mute. That's why. Let me just fix that. Okay, it's on mute now.
Oh, right. Camp Bronze Lake is just the resort, the hot spring resort area, which is weird. Since it's technically in a swamp. Hold on. How the hell do you have a hot spring in a swamp?
Don't worry about it. Also, I will say I'm going to need to keep my voice down now that my brother is going to sleep.
Alright.
Just letting you know, that's why I will probably be more quiet.
What's that? Game over. The lack of Bagulja or Mamulja bathing dance scene after it was teased twice? Huh? I'll be honest, I've never heard of that till now.
I actually do know what he's talking about.
Oh. Care to
So
chime in?
there is a bit in one of the patch contents. I don't remember which one. Oh yeah, that's right. It's like during like one of the post Moogle quests where they mention like a Mamulja bathing dance or something.
Oh. I'm gonna be real, it's been quite a hot minute.
Oh no, that's right. It was a fate. It was a fate. Like where basically like the Mamulja are scaring off the people who are trying to bathe by trying to show off their bathing dance, and you have to go chase them off or something like that.
It's like, I'll be real, it's been a hot minute since I did the post Moogle quests, so who knows? I might run into them.
Game Over was mistaken. They were referring to a fate.
Oh.
Because I remember now. Oh,
Also,
cool.
Brave Fox Longstop. Apparently, the
Yep.
one quest we're doing for the sake of cheese. Really?
Very important cheese. Yes, yes. Wait, no, that's Namazu, not Kobold.
Anyways, you here? You right? Are you available?
The twins are getting their new digs.
So should I just? Actually, you know
Actually,
what?
wait, hold on.
I'll do my level 35 warrior quest while I wait for you.
Okay, that works. And I'll probably stay on Reaper.
If anything,
Actually,
game over.
no,
I'll
go on
probably
my
like. No, I'll have to look out for that fate in Camp Bronze Lake because if it is a Moogle quest, then I will, do that same quest again, and it'll be shown on stream. Assuming it's not like a series of side quests, but because I typically tend to keep side quests off the mainstream, but if you guys want to see it, I'll like go through it on stream. If not, then I'll just keep it to myself. But yeah. Again, like it has been a while since I did those quests or seen that fate. I mean, the one joke I remember was in Heaven's Word, actually. And I think it's in the first zone of Heaven's Word. And
Falcon's Nest?
Yeah, in Falcon's Nest, and I think it's a dragoon, like dressed to and he's a well-known dragoon, so he's established. He's known. He has a name. He is called Sir, but unfortunately, no one can take him seriously. You know why?
Were you talking to me? Sorry, I was muted.
And the reason why people can't take him seriously is because his title is of the spiked butt. And in the fate, he's like going around challenging people, asking him to take him seriously. And yet, he keeps making these innuendos about thrusting, and I'm like, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you hear yourself talking, right?
Yeah. For the longest time, Like when I played Red Mage, I did use the Hailstone Rapier.
The what?
The one of the Red Mage weapons. It's the first tier of the Poetics stuff that you can get for Red Mage, not the Shire stuff, the Hailstone one.
Mm-hmm.
And I used it for like a very long time until I got the Murglace, which was the Shadowbringer's Red Mage weapon.
Hmm.
Or actually, let me look. I want to. No, it was either Shadowbringers or Stormblood. Blah blah blah. No, it was Stormblood because it had antiquated in its name, and only the Stormblood relics have that.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, it's like I love the Murglace because it's not a rapier, it's a full-on longsword, and it looks gorgeous.
Hmm. Well, now that we're on the topic of like gear and such, did you play for 2.0 where you would get your gear from doing quests and you'd get that all piecemeal?
Hold on a minute, I'm answering a question my brother's asking.
Alright, I got you. Game over. Like, I'll keep an eye out for it. Mm-hmm. And for those of you wondering, this is a cash shop mount. The only reason why this character has it is because cash shop items, or specifically like cosmetics and such, are shared between characters on the same account. So that's why I have this.
There is a slight addendum to that.
Yeah.
Some cash shop items are account bound.
Right. Like some, not all.
Yeah, some, not all, because I have I have Lisa's Stormblood outfit on Shanna, but I do not have it on Levis.
Hmm. Also, who is Lisa?
I said Lise.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, I will be right back. I gotta deal with dog aggro real quick, but after
Okay.
that I'll be ready.
Oh, game over. It's not only the lack of blue relation at all, it's the lack that of any quest line to do with the blue mage, since, you know, Tural is the origination of blue magic. You would have at least expected some sort of nod to blue mage, right? Although I am hoping that with the up and coming Beast Tamer subclass or partial class, God, just make it a full on class, Jesus Christ. I do hope that it's addressed. Although, real talk, I do kind of hope that against all hope that they do make Dawn Trail. Well, that they do make Blue Mage an actual class instead of a limited class, which is really freaking stupid in my opinion. But, you know, it's just my opinion on it. And you're not necessarily...